Student, welcome to the online classes of chemistry. So today we will discuss the preparation of benzaldehyde, that is called as aromatic aldehydes. So here aromatic aldehydes, that is benzaldehyde, can be prepared by three methods. One is Etart's method, and another one is side chain of benzene, and another one is by using same toluene with acetic anhydride. So let us see one by one. So first one, preparation of benzaldehyde. It is also called as aromatic aldehydes. It is also called as aromatic aldehydes. Preparation of benzaldehyde or aromatic aldehyde. And here by oxidation of this number one, by oxidation of methyl benzene, by the oxidation of methyl benzene, or it is also called as toluene. It is also called as toluene. So look here, students, methyl benzene, so or that is toluene. So what happens here? So here when toluene is treated with chromyl chloride in presence of carbon disulfide, so it forms chromium complex, and this chromium complex on hydrolysis gives benzaldehyde. So it carries 3 marks. They may ask this reaction, explain Etart's reaction, or how do you convert toluene to benzaldehyde? By using chromyl chloride. So look here, students, here when toluene is, so here this methyl group undergoes oxidation. Methyl group undergoes oxidation. So here when toluene is treated with chromyl chloride in presence of carbon disulfide, it gives chromium complex, and here this chromium complex, it gives chromium complex which on hydrolysis gives benzaldehyde. It gives benzaldehyde. Look here, students, here the methyl group undergoes oxidation, and this method is also called as Etart's reaction. It is called as Etart's reaction. Remember this. It carries 3 marks. By oxidation of methyl benzene, so here the methyl group which is present in the benzene ring undergoes oxidation in presence of chromyl chloride, forming benzaldehyde. So I will write here reaction. So toluene CH3, this methyl group undergoes oxidation. So when it is treated with chromyl chloride, CrO2Cl2 in presence of carbon disulfide, so here it forms chromium complex CHO, CrO, HCl2 twice. It is called as chromium complex, and this chromium complex is unstable. It undergoes hydrolysis. So when it is treated with acid, and it forms benzaldehyde. So this is an aromatic aldehyde, benzaldehyde. Look here, students, again this CrO2Cl2, so CrO2Cl2 is regenerated, Cr, that is 2Cr, O2 and Cl2 is regenerated. It acts as a catalyst. So here it forms benzaldehyde. So it carries 3 marks. What is Etart's reaction, or explain Etart's reaction, or how do you convert toluene to benzaldehyde? By using chromyl chloride. So then second one, B, when same toluene is treated with acetic anhydride. Look here, when the same toluene when toluene or methylbenzene, toluene is treated with acetic anhydride in presence of chromic oxide or chromic anhydride CrO3, or that is chromic anhydride or chromic oxide at about 283 Kelvin, at about 283 Kelvin, it gives at about 283 Kelvin it gives benzalidine diacetate. Look here students, so when toluene is treated with acetic anhydride in presence of chromic oxide or chromic anhydride at about 283 Kelvin, it gives benzalidine diacetate, which on hydrolysis gives benzaldehyde. So students, here it also carries 3 marks. So the same reaction. So look here, when this benzaldehyde toluene is treated with acetic anhydride CH3CO, it is O, it is called as acetic anhydride. So here when it is heated at about 283 Kelvin, so look here students, it is heated at about 283 Kelvin in presence of CrO3 catalyst, and then here it forms CH3 twice. So it is a diacetyl, so that is it is here benzalidine diacetate. So then which on hydrolysis H3O plus, which on hydrolysis gives benzaldehyde. It gives benzaldehyde, and again this CH3COO twice, so it is regenerated. So look here students, when toluene is treated with acetic anhydride in presence of chromic oxide at 283 Kelvin, 273 to 283 Kelvin, it forms benzalidine diacetate, and this benzalidine diacetate on acidification gives benzaldehyde. So here these two are from toluene, and another reaction is there, that is also called as side chain chlorination or side chain halogenation, where we are using same toluene compound. Look here students, it both carries 3 marks. Now let us see by side chain chlorination of toluene. So Etot reaction also carries 3 marks, and it also carries 3 marks. Now by side chain chlorination of third one, by side chain chlorination of toluene. Look here students, when toluene is treated with chlorine in presence of sunlight, first it forms benzyl chloride, which further undergoes chlorination, forming benzyl chloride BenZAl, benzyl chloride, and after that it undergoes alkali hydrolysis, forming benzaldehyde. So here when toluene treated with chlorine in presence of toluene is treated with chlorine in presence of sunlight. So it gives benzyl chloride. It gives a benzyl chloride, which on alkali hydrolysis, gives benzaldehyde. Look here, students. It also carries 3 marks. I will write here. So first toluene. So toluene, and when toluene is treated with chlorine in presence of sunlight, so here HCl, 1H and 1Cl is removed. Like this, that is 2HCl is removed, and then here it forms CH2Cl. So CH2 side chain chlorination, CH2Cl, and again it treated with chlorine, and again minus HCl is removed. Then here it forms CHCl2. It is called as benzyl chloride. It is called as benzyl chloride. And then this benzyl chloride is treated with sodium hydroxide. So alkali hydrolysis, minus NaCl, 2NaCl is removed. This 2NaCl is removed. And then here it forms, look here it forms CHOH twice. So here water molecule is removed, and when water molecule is removed, minus H2O, so it forms benzaldehyde, CHO. It forms benzaldehyde. It is the reaction. You may make short this reaction like this. Look here. Or when toluene is treated with chlorine in presence of sunlight, it forms benzyl chloride. Write CHCl2 directly, and then this CH2Cl2 directly, NaCl, NaOH, and then that is here NaOH, it gives minus 2 NaCl, and then it forms benzaldehyde direct. So student, choice is yours. You may write this reaction or you may write this reaction. This reaction is given in NCERT book, and it is the detailed reaction. You may follow any one. So it is called as a side chain chlorination. So when toluene is treated with chlorine, it forms benzyl chloride. It is called a benzyl, BENZAL. So it is benzyl. It is benzyl, YL, benzyl chloride, CH2Cl, and CH benzyl, CH2 benzyl. So here you may follow this or this reaction. It is shorter, so it is better. So this is called as a side chain chlorination of toluene. Then students, here another one name reaction is there, that is called as Gattermann-Koch reaction. So these 3 reactions from toluene. Now Gattermann-Koch reaction has a benzene. So let us see how it is prepared. Then the next one is by Gattermann-Koch reaction. Gattermann-Koch reaction. Look here students, it carries 2 marks, or sometimes they may ask 1 mark if the reactant is given. Look here, what happens here? When benzene is treated with carbon monoxide and hydrogen chloride, in the presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride or cuprous chloride. So it forms benzaldehyde. Look here. When benzene is treated with carbon monoxide and HCl in presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride or cuprous chloride it gives benzaldehyde. Look here students, very simple reaction. So write benzene ring. So when it is treated with benzene ring, it is treated with CO and HCl in presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride. Look here, and then here, so it forms benzaldehyde, CHO. So CHO, so here H is there and it forms CHO. Here it acts as a catalyst. It is called as Gattermann-Koch reaction. Sometimes they may ask that they may give the benzene ring and they may ask the product, name the product A. So it is for 1 mark, and for 2 marks they may ask the definition, complete definition or complete statement. What is Gattermann-Koch reaction and how benzaldehyde is obtained from Gattermann-Koch reaction. So student, here the preparation of aldehydes are completed, and now the preparations of ketones are there, and here the preparations of ketones also carries 3 marks. Let us see the preparations of ketones. So first one, that is from acid chlorides. Preparation of ketones. Preparation of ketones from acid chlorides or acyl chlorides. Look here students, from acid chlorides or acyl chlorides. So here sometime it carries 4 marks or sometime it carries, many of time it carries 3 marks. So how ketones are obtained by acid chlorides, or how the Grignard's reagent is converted into ketones. So there are 2-3 options are there. Let us see students here what happens here. So first here, when Grignard reagent is treated with cadmium chloride. It is treated with cadmium chloride. When it is treated with cadmium chloride, it gives dialkyl cadmium. Look here student, it gives dialkyl cadmium, and when this dialkyl cadmium is treated with acid chloride, it forms ketones. So dialkyl cadmium, which when treated with dialkyl cadmium, and again it is, and then it is treated with acid chlorides, it gives ketones. Look here students, it gives ketones. Very important reaction. I will write here first number 1, RMgX. So what is this RMgX? As already we studied in the first topic of organic chemistry, that is haloalkanes and haloarenes. RMgX, alkyl magnesium halide. It is called as Grignard's reagent. Grignard reagent RMgX. Methyl magnesium halide, phenyl magnesium halide, maybe chloride, bromide or iodide. So when it is treated with cadmium chloride, so I will take here 2 molecules, and then here it forms, look here students, R is 2, or I will write 2 and then Cd cadmium plus this another one, that is 2Mg XCl. Look here students. So here it breaks R and here it breaks R2CD and then Mg is 2 and X is also 2 and Cl is also 2Mgx. It is called as dialkyl cadmium. And when this dialkyl cadmium is treated with acid chloride, look here, when this dialkyl cadmium R2CD is treated with acid chloride RCOCl or acid halide, you may write acid halide or then acid chloride, then look here students, here it forms. So here it breaks here and here it breaks and R is also 2 and this R is also 2. I will take 2 common and CO is 2. So here I will write 2RCOR plus CdCl2. So this is called as a ketone. Look here students, this example here, R2CD dialkyl cadmium react with acid chloride and then it gives a ketone. So this is the reaction here. Then if you take an example, so look here, I will take an example here, methyl magnesium bromide Grignard's reagent when treated with CdCl2, I will take here 2 and then here it forms CH3 twice Cd plus CH3 twice Cd and then plus that is 2Mg, here MgBrCl and again this dialkyl cadmium is treated with acid chloride CH3COCl acetyl chloride and here it breaks. So here it forms 2 here it forms COCH3 plus CdCl2. Look here students, when methyl magnesium chloride is treated with cadmium chloride, it forms dimethyl cadmium and this dimethyl cadmium, so dimethyl cadmium when it is treated with acetyl chloride, it forms acetone. So acetone is formed. You may write general reaction, it is general reaction and it is example. You may write any one, so it carries 4 marks or sometime 3 marks. So here how acetone or ketones are prepared by using cadmium chloride and Grignard's reagent. So students, here it is how the ketones are prepared by using acid chlorides and Grignard's reagent. Then another method is there from nitriles. Another method, that is from nitriles. Look here. So what happens here? So when nitriles are treated with again Grignard's reagent, so this time if you use aliphatic Grignard's reagent or you may use aromatic Grignard's reagent. So when these nitriles are treated with Grignard's reagent, it forms a complex which on hydrolysis gives aldehyde. So sorry, ketones, gives ketones. Look here students, here when nitriles are treated with, so you may use Grignard's reagent, any Grignard's reagent treated with, so Grignard's reagent treated with Grignard's reagent, Grignard's reagent. So after that you will get a complex compound and after that, so it is again undergoes hydrolysis, the product undergoes hydrolysis. Grignard reagent, it forms the product which on hydrolysis gives ketones. Look here students, it is from nitrile. So I will take an example here, propane nitrile, CH3, CH2, C triple bond CN, it is called as 1, 2, 3. So it is propane nitrile. Look here, it is called as propane nitrile. And when this propane nitrile is treated with C6H5 MgBr or MgI, so here it is called as phenyl magnesium bromide. So here it is a Grignard's reagent, aromatic Grignard's reagent. So when it is heated in presence of ether, look here students, here this phenyl group and Mg group is added here, and then here it forms CH3, CH2, C, double bond N, MgBr, and it is C6H5. Look here, and then this product on hydrolysis, so CH3, CH2, C, double bond N, MgBr, so here C6H5. So when it is treated with dilute acid, it undergoes hydrolysis, it forms CH3, CH2, so it is C, double bond O, and then it is C6H5. So this product may be also written like this, or it may be also written like this, CH3, CH2, C double bond O, C6H5. This may be also written like this, or you may write this type also. Like this. So what is its IUPAC name? So ketone is formed here. So when this propane nitrile is treated with phenyl magnesium bromide product which on hydrolysis gives, so this compound, what is the name of this compound? So look here students, it is called as common name is propiophenone. This group is called as phenone. It is called as propio, or we may also write as, so here that is, here it is carbon number 1, it is 2, it is 3, so it is propanone. 1, 2, 3, prop. So ketone group is there, ON is added, propanone, and phenyl group is attached to this, it is called as 1-phenyl propanone. So this is IUPAC name, and this is common name. Look here students, so here it is the one of the best method, so by which the ketones are prepared, that is from nitriles, when nitriles are treated with Grignard's reagent. Then another last one, Friedel-Crafts reaction is there. Friedel-Crafts reaction is very simple. When benzene is treated with acyl chloride in presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride, it forms so acetophenone, and then this acetophenone is the main product here, or you may use acylation or alkylation. So look here students, here the next one is Friedel-Crafts reaction. In Friedel-Crafts reaction we have to follow acylation. So here when benzene is treated with acyl chloride, benzene is treated with acyl chloride in presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride, it gives Estophenol. It gives a estophenol. Look here. Astalyl chloride in presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride. So it forms so here it breaks and then HCl is removed. It is called as estophenol. So look here students, it is the preparation here. So all the preparations are over and here it carries for 2 marks question. Fiddlecraft's acylation. So for Fiddlecraft's alkylation is there, but that is for only toluene. And here these are the methods. Then what are the physical properties? So all the preparations are over. Look here. So what are the physical properties? Look here students. So the lower members of aldehydes and ketones are gases. For example, this the lower members like that is formaldehyde. So these that is the smaller one are the gaseous state. And the higher members of aldehydes and ketones are liquids. And these the liquids are, the lower members of these aldehydes and ketones are soluble in water. So the lower members only soluble in water. Soluble in water due to the formation of hydrogen bond with water. Look here, it forms hydrogen bond with water. So how it forms hydrogen bond with water? Look here, it is aldehyde and here look here students. So water molecule is there, here water molecule is there, and then here the aldehydes and ketones they form water molecule. So hydrogen bond with water molecule. So due to this reason the lower members are soluble and the higher members are, as the molecular mass increases the solubility goes on decreases, and these are soluble in organic solvents. Organic solvents like ether, like alcohol, benzene, etc. And then the boiling point and melting point goes on increases as the molecular mass increases. But these are having so lower boiling point as compared to that of alcohol. It is mainly due to the absence of intramolecular hydrogen bond. So here students it is about physical properties. Now let us see the chemical properties. So what are the chemical properties? What are the chemical properties? So look here students. So here in chemical properties, let us see the chemical properties. What are those chemical properties? So students, here in chemical properties, first we have nucleophilic addition reaction. So here these aldehydes and ketones undergoes addition reaction due to the presence of this carbonyl group, because the carbonyl groups mainly contains a carbon and oxygen double bond. So in between carbon and oxygen there is a double bond, and due to this reason it undergoes a addition reaction, and therefore first that is a nucleophilic addition reaction. So how the nucleophilic addition reaction takes place? Look here, aldehydes and ketones undergoes nucleophilic addition reaction due to the presence of carbonyl group. So here the carbonyl group has carbon and oxygen double bond. Look here students, it undergoes nucleophilic addition reaction due to the presence of carbonyl group. The carbonyl group mainly contains carbon and oxygen double bond. So here it, due to this reason it undergoes. And how the mechanism takes place? We know that carbonyl group is there, carbon and oxygen is there, it has double bond, and therefore it undergoes easy addition reaction. We already know that the double bond and triple bond compound always prefer to undergo addition reaction. So similarly here, how the mechanism takes place? So I will show here the mechanism of nucleophilic addition reaction. So look here students, how the addition reaction takes place here. I will explain with this. Look here, carbon, it is A, B, and then it is double bond, and here it is a positive charge and it is a negative charge, or you may write delta plus and delta minus. Delta plus and delta minus here. So then here it is a planar, sp2 hybridized. Due to the presence of carbonyl group, it is sp2 hybridized. So whenever a nucleophile attacks, and if the nucleophile attacks perpendicular to the planar sp2 hybridized carbon atom which acts as electrophilic center, so then here it may be attacks here or it may attacks here. It is perpendicular to the planar structure. So therefore here it forms an intermediate tetrahedral structure Look here students, and here the hybridization of this planar structure changes, so it becomes sp3, and then it undergoes protonation, and proton attacks here and then here it forms a neutral product. It is a neutral product, and here it is the second one is a tetrahedral intermediate. Tetrahedral intermediate. So here it is also called as a alkoxide. So here students look here. So here it is a planar sp2 hybridized aldehyde or ketone. So when a nucleophile attacks the electrophilic carbon center, which is sp2 hybridized, therefore here it forms a tetrahedral intermediate which is unstable, and then it undergoes protonation, and then it forms a neutral product. So this is called as addition, and here the addition of this nucleophile and addition of this proton takes place. Hence it is called as nucleophilic addition reaction. So here how this nucleophile attacks here. Look here, I will show. Look here. The nucleophile the nucleophile attacks the electrophilic sp2 hybridized carbon of carbonyl group, which is planar, and it attacks in the planar that is perpendicular to the planar. And here number 2, here the hybridization of carbon of carbonyl group changes from sp2 to sp3. Look here student, it changes to sp2 to sp3, forming a tetrahedral intermediate, or forming a tetrahedral intermediate. It is also called as alkoxide. Tetrahedral intermediate is called as alkoxide. And this third one, this intermediate tetrahedral intermediate captures a proton forming a neutral product. Look here students, here the type of this bond also changes, sp2 to that is sp3, and it forms a neutral product. This is the mechanism. So both here the nucleophile and the protons are added. So it is the mechanism of this nucleophilic addition reaction. So tomorrow we will discuss the remaining part. Thank you.